All right, we're on top of the falls. Let's go check them out. They sound impressive. Hi, this morning I'm back in the West Forks for another night of camping in my van. Now this spot I'm at is just off Lower Enchanted Road, and there goes the vehicle now. I'm here with my friend Mike, and we were going to camp at the same spot we were last June. However, there was already somebody there, so we couldn't take that spot. And Mike actually came up earlier than me, and he was driving around. He found this spot just off the Lower Enchanted Road, and it is a busier road than where we were before. So occasionally we'll hear a vehicle go by. But anyway, it seems like a pretty nice spot. There's a nice fire pit. His van, his truck. Now we're not too far from a stream, and Mike has already gone and tried his luck at fishing. He's down there, so I'm gonna go down and check out, see how he's doing. Later this morning we plan on checking out a place called Grand Falls. I guess that's a pretty impressive waterfall. I've never been there, but we're gonna go check that out. And we also plan on climbing a mountain, possibly mountain number 5, I think it's called. We'll see how that goes. All right, there he is. He made his way back. I went down to look for you. I didn't see you.
Where? Which way did you go?
I went down to the right.
You should go this way. There's a little waterfall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a 4-footer, 5-footer.
Good. I see you're empty-handed. No luck again.
No, no fish.
Nice little cascade here. That's a snowmobile bridge going over the stream. This little scene may make for an interesting still photograph. I might have to try it out with the still camera. I decided I'm going to go and get my still camera and photograph that little cascade with the ferns as a backdrop. I'll see. It looks like it may have potential, but I won't know until I try it. As you can see, I have my still camera set up. Now the composition isn't too bad, but those rocks just below the upper cascade are dry, and they're really too bright in the composition. So I don't like the way it looks. And it is, I have a polarizer on there. Even with the polarizer, it is still a little bright, this situation. So maybe this would be one of those areas, be better when the light is even dimmer, say during blue hour. All the directional signs for the snowmobilers. This is a very popular area to snowmobile in the winter, obviously. Or a squirrel opened up a pine cone. We're almost at the viewing area for the falls of this cool set of stairs. I can't imagine these are natural. They had to have been man-made. Oh, my ass. All right, we're on top of the falls. Let's go check them out. They sound impressive.
It's going to be hard to get them all in one frame.
I think so. Wow. There's a...
Actually, these are huge. These are at least wider than Moxie, but not as tall.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. I wouldn't say it's 100. Well, it's close to 100 feet across.
All the way across the gorge.
Yeah, all the way across the... Wow. That's pretty impressive. We made our way to the top of the waterfall. We were standing on the top of those rocks to get the full view of the waterfall. So this is on the back side of the falls, the pool. You can see, oh, you can't really see it, but those rocks there, it's where we were standing viewing the falls. Mike decided to try casting up here, but if it's like usual, he won't catch anything. Oh, this is the dead river. We're still above the falls. I'm thinking this would be a nice time to come during peak autumn color, because there's a lot of hardwoods mixed with the evergreens. So with color on those trees, this would be a really nice spot for taking photographs and filming video. Boy, that's a rugged bridge. The snowmobiles must use that. Yeah, with those boards, those are the rails for the skis. So Grand Falls is around that bend, downriver a few hundred yards. Back at the campsite, and there's some blue sky. Mike trying his luck once again to try and catch a trout. Close to sunset right now. We wanted to check this spot out for a possible astrophotography. And the Milky Way will be over to the left. It won't be over the water. I was hoping it would be over the water, but it's not. So we're gonna try and find a spot where we can see the Milky Way over the water. We're gonna drive down to the put-in point at the Bow River canoe trip. That might be a possibility of having the Milky Way over the water. So we made it down to Upstream Pond, and this is the input for the Bow River trip. It seems nice and serene now, but this is what's behind us. Look at the vehicles. I don't know if all these people are doing the Bow River canoe trip, but I would think the campsites are limited. It's like Grand Central Station. So we're still in Jackman, and this is the way we used to get to Sally Mountain. You have to follow the railroad track for a while until you find the trailhead to Sally Mountain. But the reason we're walking it now is we're hoping we can find an access point to the water so we can do some astrophotography later. Now where we were at the Bull River point, there was too many boats and cars and vehicles in the way. Even though the Milky Way was showing up, would have showed up over the water, there was a lot of clutter in the foreground. So we decided to come here and see if we can find, like I said, access to the water without so many boats and clutter. It's been a while since I walked down these railroad tracks. I just checked the photographer's ephemeris, and according to that, by 9:30 the Milky Way will be straight above these railroad tracks in the trestle. Now we're thinking about coming back. So another change of plans. Where we were at the trestle, what we did was we backtracked along the railroad tracks, and to the right we found this spot by the water, and according to the ephemeris, the Milky Way is going to be just above those birch trees you can see in the background. That is Sally Mountain to the left, and the sun is now below the horizon. Some nice color in the sky. But at least tonight is a nice clear sky, so it's going to be perfect for astrophotography. Good morning. It's a balmy 44 degrees. We just got up. It's a beautiful morning. There's no wind to speak of, crystal clear skies. And we're thinking we had a successful night of astrophotography, as I just showed the photos. Now, before we head back today, we might attempt to climb Mosquito Mountain. Mike tried a few weeks ago, but he couldn't find the trailhead, so we're going to try to find the trailhead. And if we still can't find it, then we're going to climb Pleasant Pond Mountain, and then after that we're going to head back. And obviously if I'm either one, I'll post some footage. Now Mosquito Mountain is supposed to have some awesome views of Moxie Pond, so hopefully we'll make it to the top and I'll be able to get some footage of the pond. Red bear paw on the rock, marking, is this the trailhead to Mosquito Mountain?
So you can see it from the road.
Yeah, Mike missed it last time we was here. But
I drove past it 3 times.
So the Mosquito Mountain Trail starts off pretty easy so far through the woods, but I'm sure it's going to get a lot steeper. Oh, somebody built a cairn. Let's check that out. Nicely balanced rocks. This is a nice trail, but there is a lot of growth around it. Trail is starting to get a little steep here. Oh, look at that. That's a big boulder. Probably dropped by the glacier, what, 10,000 years ago when the glaciers receded? It's huge. So not only does the trail get really steep here, it's very thick too. You can see the trees right up against the trail. Okay, we're not too far from the summit now, but the trail levels off a little bit. And this rock wall, moss-covered rock wall, is kind of interesting. I thought the rock I'm standing on was the summit, but I think it's a false summit. But we're starting to get a view. One of the guidebooks said there's awesome views of Moxie Pond, and there it is. And there's somebody planted an American flag. How patriotic. It is beautiful up here. I believe right over there is the actual summit. It looks pretty steep. Hopefully we'll be able to make our way over.
Probably a lot of work for the little effort.
Found another cairn. Folks like to build their little cairns, especially on the top of mountains. So the point I'm standing at right now is the real summit of Mosquito Mountain. But as you can see, there's no view up here. So we're going to go back down where we were before, where that flag was. The advantage of coming up this trail, though, there was lots of wild Maine blueberries. Spectacular views up here. And that's why folks climb mountains, for the views like this. And I never realized Moxie Pond was so long, because I've always just been by the dam end. But it's a pretty long pond. And there's a view of the power line. I've been down the road that follows that power line hundreds and hundreds of times. Seen a lot of moose on that power line too, through the years. And there's a view of Mount Kineo. It's that hill with the flat face on the right. It's right on the Moosehead Lake. Well, there's a Mosquito Mountain logbook. We were going to sign it, but the book itself is kind of waterlogged, and there's no empty pages. I want to. What can you see a date of the earliest entry? I wonder how long it's been here.
The earliest. This is July 20th, 2013.
Oh, that's it. That's not bad. That's only 3 years.
Up to camp. And
so we both signed the logbook. We just wrote wherever, and there's our signatures. So the successful summit of Mosquito Mountain brings this video to a close. Please consider subscribing, and if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. So until next time, adios.